Hello everyone. We studied about the surface anatomy and the bony landmarks in the previous video. In this video, we will study the osteology of the head region. Osteology means the structure of the bones of the head region. See, head comprises the skull, which have many structures inside it, like brain along with its meninges, hypophysis cerebri, or you can call it pituitary. There are many special senses and many other structures. See, although the skull is used synonymously with the cranium, synonymously is the cranium, but we have to understand that cranium is a part of the skull, and I will explain you how cranium is not exactly the skull. Cranium is a part of the skull. This skull can be divided into two main parts. First is the cranium part, this, and then second is the facial skeleton. Skull has two parts, 1, 2. First is cranium part, second is facial skeleton part. Okay. Now what is cranium? First, before understanding the cranium, we will understand what is calvaria. What is calvaria? Calvaria is the roof of the skull. And now how you can get the roof of the skull? See, when you cut this skull from here, this skull be cut from here. You take a saw and cut this part. So what you get is like this. Fine. You have this coronal suture, lambdoid suture, and when you put your eyes here and look at the structure from this view, you will get the skull like this. This is the anterior part, this is the posterior part. You can see the posterior part is little broader. This is just the roof of the skull, and when you remove the roof of the skull from the skull, you get this kind of structure. This is the skull which you are looking from the top, that is superior position, and when you cut and remove this, you will get this type of structure here. So let's frame these sentences properly. The cranial vault, or you can call it brain box or roof or calvaria. It is a dome shaped part which covers the cranial cavity. This is the cranial, there is a cavity in which brain is present, that is called cranial cavity, and the dome shaped part which is covering that cranium cavity or cranial cavity is called the calvaria. And this calvaria along with this base, is called cranium. And this cranial skeleton consists of 8 bones. This cranial structure consists of 8 bones. Now let me name those 8 bones. First is paired bone, paired type of bone, and second is unpaired bone, that is found only single. One is parietal, second is temporal. One is parietal, second is temporal. This is the paired bone which is present in the cranium part. We are not discussing the facial skeleton part, only the cranium part, in which is surrounding the cranial cavity. From the top, see, cranial cavity is a space, and from top this calvaria is surrounding it, and from bottom this cranial base is surrounding this structure. Which structure? The cranial cavity. The cavity is surrounded from the top by this roof, that is calvaria, and from bottom it is surrounded by this space, this base of the skull. And the unpaired bones are the frontal bone, sphenoid bone, ethmoid bone, occipital bone. Now let's see in this structure. Here this is the frontal bone, both the side we have parietal bone, P parietal bone, and this we have occipital bone, and we can't see properly the temporal bone from this view. Here you can see this is the temporal bone, this is the parietal bone, this is the frontal bone, and this is occipital bone. Here also in the base of the skull, that is after removing the roof, here is the frontal bone part, then this is the sphenoid part, this is the ethmoid part, ethmoid part, then we have this parietal bone part, this temporal bone part, and here this is occipital bone. This is the occipital bone, parietal bone, temporal bone, sphenoid bone, ethmoid bone, frontal bone. So I think the overall idea of the osteology of the cranium part is clear. After studying this cranium part, we will study a little about the facial skeleton, because about the facial skeleton we will study in detail in the another lecture. See, the second part of the skull or the lower part This part is called the facial skeleton, which lies below the anterior part of the cranium in the human, which lies below the anterior part. See, this is the anterior part of the cranium, this is the posterior part of the cranium. This facial skeleton lies below the anterior part of the cranium, and this facial skeleton is little fragile and light when compared to the cranium. These are strong bones, but it compared to, when we compare these bones, that is maxilla, sphenoid, this ethmoid bone, nasal bone, lacrimal bone, there are different bones about which I will explain later. These are rather fragile when we compare the strength of the cranial bone. See, facial skeleton consists of 14 bones, cranium consists of 8 bones, and this facial skeleton consists of 14 bones. We will study about them in detail, but let's name those facial skeleton so that you get an overall idea about that. See, the facial skeleton consists of maxilla. These are the paired. I'm talking about the paired skeleton, that is skeleton which are present in pairs, like facial skeleton parts. We will study about these facial skeleton when we study this different view of the skull. But let's get a little idea. First is paired part. In paired, we have maxilla. Second, zygomatic bone. And nasal bone. We have nasal bone. Fourth, see, you should locate these bones also. See, this is the part of maxilla. This is the zygomatic bone. This part, this is the zygomatic bone, and this is the zygomatic arch. Then we have this part nasal bone, this part nasal bone. Fine. Then here inside this we have lacrimal bone. This is the frontal process of the maxilla. This part here nasal bone, frontal process of maxilla, and inside this we have lacrimal bone, and inside that we have ethmoid bone also. Fine. Then we have unpaired bone also, like mandible, and there are many structures. Vomer and structures are, vomer is also present, but we can't study that vomer in this view. We will study about them in detail in later class. First, now we will know about different view of the skull about which we are going to study now. That is, first we will study the skull externally, and after that we will study about them internally by removing the calvaria, that is brain vault. See, externally the skull are studied from 5 aspects. That is superior aspect, that is you keep your eyes here and look at the skull. Posterior aspect, that is you keep your eyes here and look. Then anterior aspect, you keep your eyes here and then you look. Fine. Then lateral aspect, which you are looking now. Then an inferior aspect, you put your eyes here and then you study. So total 5 aspects are there. When you study from this superior part, like from here, you put your eyes here and study. This is superior aspect and called norma verticalis. This view is called norma verticalis. Norma verticalis. You are studying from posterior part. That is, you are seeing the posterior aspect. This is norma occipitalis. Norma occipitalis. This is norma basalis. And this is norma frontalis. Norma frontalis. And the view which you are getting now from here, this is norma lateralis. So we will study about them in detail now. First, we will study about norma verticalis. That is this view in detail. But before going into the detail of these views, first we will understand how to hold this skeleton to study. This is one more thing I would like to explain, that while studying the skull, we have to place the skull in the proper orientation, which is called the anatomical position of the skull. First orientation. In this position, the skull is oriented so that the inferior margin of the orbit. See the inferior margin of the orbit. This is the inferior margin of the orbit. This is the inferior margin of the orbit. And the superior margin of the external acoustic meatus. This is the superior margin of external acoustic meatus. Fine. External acoustic meatus are horizontal. Like this. This should be horizontal, not vertical, not slanting. That is, when you study, this line should be horizontal. Then only you can study properly the skeleton, that is skull part. Okay. Or there is a little another aspect also. That is a line joining the 2 points. First we will know about the line which is joining this inferior border of the inferior margin of orbit and the superior margin of the external acoustic meatus. This line is called, or this plane is called Frankfurt plane. And this should be horizontal. And it should not be in any other orientation. another line, one more line is present, that is called Reed's baseline. What is that Reed's baseline? It is slightly different, slightly very small difference is there between the Reed's line and the Frankfurt line. The line about which we studied is the Frankfurt line, and the Reed line is the line joining the inferior margin, line joining the infraorbital margin or inferior margin of the orbit and the center of external acoustic meter, that is here. This should be the line joining this inferior margin of the orbit and the center of external acoustic meter. And this line also can be considered horizontal. That is, while studying either of the two lines, that is Frankfurt line or the Reed's line, should be horizontal. Then only you can hold the skull properly and explain the skull properly. This is the anatomical position of the skull.